Talk about frustrating. Boy, was that frustrating to watch as the Chicago Bulls drop Game 4 against the Milwaukee Bucks by a final score of 119-95. And the Bucks have now taken a 3-1 series lead. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls, and as you can obviously tell, disgusted again by what I saw today by the Bulls. And look, folks, I could try to just sit here and yell and scream about how frustrated I am. At the end of the day, got to have context here, right? We are obviously going up against the defending champs, the Milwaukee Bucks. So, when you look at that, maybe there's no shame or little shame in that, but I'm just sugarcoating my feelings at this point, folks. I'm just absolutely disgusted. And look, here's the thing. This wasn't as bad as Game 3 was, but certainly more frustrating in a way than Game 3. Because Game 3 was over before it started, so you really had no expectations. In this one, the Bulls had their chances, I felt like, to make it a game comeback, and they did at times, but they were never able to actually catch up to the Bucks and even take the lead. So, what is my biggest takeaway from this game? And it's very clear to me. You got two words for you. Grayson Allen. That's my main takeaway from this game. Grayson Allen had 27 points. He had 22 last game, and today 27 points. Man was unconscious from the field today. Couldn't miss virtually. Hit like 6 3-pointers. I mean, it was unreal how good Grayson Allen was today. And here's the thing, folks. You remember when I said after Game 2, when Chris Middleton got hurt, the series was tied 1-1. We're going back to Chicago. And I'm saying, look, guys, Chris Middleton's out, right? And the Bulls got a shot here. And I said it. I'm not going to back away from it. I said it, that I said the Bulls have a shot to maybe steal the series because the Bucks just lost their second best player. Well, I didn't know that Chris Middleton was still out there in Games 3 and 4, but he just changed his name to Grayson Allen. All right? That's what it was, because what Grayson Allen gave you in Games 3 and 4, that's pretty much what Chris Middleton gives you, right? Points-wise, 22 and then 27. That's Chris Middleton level of production. And the Bucks got that from Grayson Allen. So it's almost as if they never lost anything by losing Chris Middleton, because Grayson Allen has decided to have the games of his life against the Chicago Bulls. Back-to-back playoff career high games for Grayson Allen, 22 and 27 points. So essentially, he was the difference. I know you can point to a lot of things here. The Bucks shooting 52%, the Bulls shooting 39%. Obviously, the Bulls defense not being good. Alex Caruso getting hurt. Vooch having a bad game. DeMar having a bad game. A lot of things you can point to. None bigger than Grayson Allen going nuts. He was the difference in this game to me, folks. And here's the thing. It's easy to say, oh, the Bulls should have just covered him. But, folks, Giannis, who's obviously a monster himself, driving in the lane, getting the entire defense to collapse on him. And, you pretty much got the whole Bulls defense in the paint trying to stop Giannis. And he kicks it out to wide open Grayson Allen. And that was the thing that made it even harder to watch, is Grayson Allen wasn't out there making tough shots. He wasn't out there just shooting over everybody and making everything, making it rain. He was basically wide open on these shots because Giannis was able to drive, get the defense to collapse, and kick it out. And Grayson Allen's just having shooting practice out there and making these threes. So, yeah, I mean, credit to Grayson Allen for knocking down the open shots, because a lot of players in the NBA still don't do that. But at the end of the day, they were open shots. All right? I might just sound salty. Maybe I am. But I was just disgusted because I'm like, you know what? I would rather, Giannis almost had it, I would rather have Giannis go for 40, 50 and lose that way than lose because of Grayson frickin' Allen. All right? So that was, to me, the biggest difference in this game is Grayson Allen just went off. And the Bulls' defense was horrid. They couldn't cover him. They couldn't rotate like they were doing in the previous games. And Allen just he was at shooting practice, just wide open, just wide open. So, yeah, I mean, a couple other things. Bobby Portis went off today as well, had a solid game. Didn't have the game he had in game 3, but was still very, very productive. Giannis did his thing, 32 points, 17 rebounds. Drew Holiday snapped at the end. Got very little to no production from Vooch today. DeMar got going very late, but he was pretty much non-existent in the first half. Can't have that happen. Zach finally had a good game today, but sometimes it did still feel like he wasn't right. Alex Caruso got hurt, was ruled out for that game, halfway throughout. So that was a big loss for the Bulls. So a lot of things went wrong in this game. But yeah, I'm going to stick to Grayson Allen killing us. And then the Bulls defense, obviously, being pathetic. I mean, look, folks, Buck shot over 52% from the field. All right, you're going to win the game if you shoot 50% or better from the field. And the Bulls shooting 39% from the field, 25% from 3. I mean, I liked what I saw from Pat Will out there. Had a double-double, 20 and 10. Io hit some big threes for us. But, at the end of the day, you just didn't have enough of your stars show up in the game, right? I kept hearing the broadcast saying the Bulls' firepower isn't as much as the Bucks. And it's not, but the Bulls have firepower. DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, and Zach LaVine. Vuce just didn't get it going today, and neither did DeMar. So it was only just Zach, and it's not like Zach went off for 30, 35. He had 24 points. So to me, again, like I said, you can blame a lot of things in this game, but to me, again, Chris Middleton, losing him was such a big blow for the Bucks, but it really didn't end up happening it didn't really come to fruition because Grayson Allen gave you that production. He gave you that Chris Middleton scoring production. So that's the most frustrating part about all this. Let's talk about the question nobody wants to talk about. Is the series over? And you guys know I never sugarcoat anything. You guys know I'm always real with you guys. The series, yeah, it's over. It's over. Look, we're going back to Milwaukee. I told you couldn't drop both games to Chicago. You just can't. No, I'm sorry. Like you had to at least win one game, and now I mean 2 of the next 3 games are in Milwaukee. So even if by some miracle the Bulls win the next game, then you got to win in Chicago, which they clearly haven't shown you they can do, and then you got to win Game 7 in Milwaukee. So I just don't see it happening. I think the series is over. I predicted the Bucks in 5. Now again, anytime I pick against my teams like the Bulls, that is a time where I am more than happy to be wrong, but I just can't see it happening. The Bucks are just firing on all cylinders, and the Bulls just don't seem to be up to par here in the last 2 games. They've just fallen apart, folks. The first 2 games were so competitive in Milwaukee, and then the last 2 games in Chicago, complete blowouts. Just complete blowouts. So frustrating. I don't want to talk about, what's going to happen after the season right now. I'll address that after we've officially, if we get eliminated, when we get eliminated, who knows. But, yeah, I think the series is over, folks, and I'll talk about all that later. But let me know what you guys think. Biggest takeaways from this game for you guys, biggest things, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.